Hey folks, EM-PINMAN back again with yet another tip of the day, and today we're going to be talking about yet another play meter, but this time it's the one with the wires coming out of the back. So the repair this time actually involved trying to fix the numbers because they were all jammed up, as you'll see in the pictures. Well, taking apart the case on this one, what you do is there's some tabs in back here on each side, two of them, and you just kind of pull off to the side one way or the other and up and down, and you'll get the case off. Now getting it back on is a little bit of a chore because I tried bending them different ways, trying to get them to clip, and it's just a poor system of trying to get the case to clip back on here. I actually had to put little soldered tabs on here in order to get the thing back on. Alright, so the difference is the coil here with the wires coming out, you have the wires are actually hardwired into the coil. As far as taking out the coil, it would be very difficult. It has a stamped kind of back piece here where the other one had a nut, and that stamped part has the rod that goes through the coil that holds the magnet in front. You'd have to drill this out. You could probably find another coil with wires attached to it, kind of hardwired. I don't know. I've never had to buy one. Something you can check into. It's more complicated with the spring that's in here. It's like a piston spring as opposed to just a regular kind of relay spring that holds onto the side. The numbers seem a little bit more involved with the spring actuating mechanism, almost clutch-like. I figured I would just fix it here the first time around, not get into it, because basically the numbers seemed all right. I got in here and it seemed like this thing might have suffered from just a shock where it threw the numbers off of adjustment. And that could happen from either the meter being banged or the cabinet being dropped hard, the motor board being dropped if someone ever serviced it. So that's probably what happened, because upon inspection on the gears themselves, they're fine. There was nothing broken. They're nylon gears with numbers on it, kind of like a score wheel. You got the one side here has the spring and that, and the wheels are on a line and like a shish kebab. So I just pushed them apart, condensed the spring, and then, or compressed it, and then I just manually turned each number to realign. And it just seemed like they had gotten out of sync with the little cogs and that from the shock that it absorbed. So I threw them all back in the line. I tested it. I went through the whole ones, the tens, the hundreds. Everything was turning fine. Even got to reset them all back to zero. And then I even went and did a thing where I put them all to all nines. So the next click, because I was manually going through it on the actual actuator plate with my finger, it would turn it from the nines and reset them all back to zero. It did that. Like I said, no visible damage to it. If yours does have damage to the numbers and that, the gears, the cogs, whatever, something's broken, honestly, I don't think it's worth fixing this thing. Well, as far as cleaning up the meter, all I did was end up putting the casing in Evaporust overnight, got rid of the rust that was around the case. It wasn't that much, but enough that I figured it needed it. And as far as polishing it, just got the chrome polish out, some paper towels, and cleaned it up, and there you go. Well, on a final note regarding this meter, it does not need any lubrication whatsoever. So don't lubricate your wheels if they're sticky and that. That's probably the surest way to destroy one of these. Oh, also, the coil in this thing is the same as the other one I talked about in episode 12. Runs around 19 ohms, give or take. So check out your coil before you even attempt trying to do any servicing on this to make sure it's worth your while. But that's basically all I got for you this week. So, you guys stay healthy, stay happy, and go play some old-time pinball. And I'll catch you next time. Bye-bye.